Welcome in and welcome back to Polite for What. I am your host, Rhea. If you're not subscribed to the page, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with your favorite football girly. And if you've been here for a while, y'all already know how we get down over here. Make sure you hit that like button. That way I can stay in the algorithm. All right, y'all. I am here. Welcome back. It is 2025. This is my first video of the year. I am so excited to be back. Y'all know it was a lot of stuff going on around the Christmas holiday. So I wasn't able to do a lot of content, but I am here. I'm ready to cover these playoffs. We got the college football playoffs. We got NFL playoffs. So if you love football, this is gonna be a great weekend for you. So of course, this video today, we're gonna get into the wildcard weekend preview. I'm gonna preview all the games, and then pretty much, I'm gonna do my picks how you pretty much do pick them. So I'm gonna make my selections of who I think is gonna win and lose. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. We're gonna go ahead and bring up this bracket for those. I can't even talk. See, 2025, and I'm still coming here acting like I don't know how to talk. But anyway, so this is the bracket for those of you who haven't seen the matches, but I'm pretty sure by now everybody has. So of course, kicking it off on Saturday, we're gonna have the Texans versus the Chargers, the Steelers versus the Ravens, and then on Sunday you will have the Broncos versus the Bills, the Packers versus the Eagles, Commanders versus Washington, and then on that Monday game, you will have the Vikings facing the Rams. So let's go ahead and get into it. I have the Texans and the Chargers here first. We're gonna go ahead and hop right into this game and who I think is gonna win and gonna lose. So the Chargers are the 3-point favorite in Houston, which is crazy. That should be kind of disrespectful to your Texans fans. They got the Chargers winning and y'all building. I guess because on that Beyonce Bowl, y'all got ran through by the Ravens. So, you know, Vegas not showing y'all no love right now. They ain't giving y'all no love. They say we got the Chargers beating y'all at home by 3. What did I say? I think it's very disrespectful. But I'm not gonna lie to you. The Texans, I feel like they're probably the weakest team in the AFC. These last few games of the season kind of made me feel like the Texans they're gonna be one and done. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I think the Texans was gonna be one and done. I've been saying it all year long. I mean, I ain't gonna say all year long. I've been saying it since the last few games of the season. Most of my family are like Texans fans, so I've been arguing back and forth with them. But yeah, I think to be honest with you, I think the Texans and the Chargers are the probably the two weakest teams in the AFC right now. But at the end of the day, somebody got to win. But I will say, offensively, these two teams are evenly matched. With the injuries on the Texans side, they will be heavily dependent on Nico Collins. They're gonna need Nico Collins to step up and do his thing because we all know Tank Dell is still out, Stephon Diggs is out. So I think they're gonna be relying heavily on Nico Collins to make a lot of plays on Saturday. And I think it's gonna be the same things for the Chargers. Now I don't really watch the Chargers a lot, but I do know they got J.K. Dobbins over there, and they got the rookie Lad McConkey over there. So I think they're going to be heavily dependent on Lad McConkey. Both receivers are over 1,000 yards this season, and they do have the same amount of touchdowns, which is about 7. Now, like I said about the running back position, when it comes to the running back position, I do give Joe Mixon the slight edge over J.K. Dobbins. He did rush this year he rushed for 1,016 yards and he has 11 touchdowns. But you can't sleep on J.K. Dobbins because J.K. Dobbins is a dog too now. He gonna go out there and he gonna do his thing. He did have a 905-yard season this year and 9 touchdowns. So like I said, they kind of evenly matched. But like I said, I think Joe Mixon is the better running back going into this matchup. Now, I think both sides have an advantage of the other. Like I said, I feel like the Texans been struggling a lot because of that offensive line. Like that's been their Achilles heels the whole season. CJ Stroud has been everybody's saying he's in a sophomore slump. And I think it's mainly because of his line. His line it just looks atrocious. He's taking a lot of sacks, he's on the ground a lot. So I think, sometimes that's still kind of like it gets in your head. So like I said, the Texas offensive line is terrible. And then if the Chargers can dial up some pressure on CJ Stroud and keep him on the ground, they have a really big advantage of beating this team. But I also think that the Texans have the better defense. We all know what that Texans defense is. They are top 5 in the NFL. So you can't disrespect them in that manner. So I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, although I think the Texans will be one and done, I think if they would have got the Pittsburgh Steelers in the first round, they would have been out. But being that they are at home, being that they are at home, the Texans should win this one. They should be this. They should win this. Like I said, I've been trolling my family. I'm saying, hey, y'all, one and done. But like I said, I just don't believe in the Chargers. I don't really think they have enough for this Texans defense. So I am gonna take the Texans in this one to win. But like I said, if the Texans would have got the Pittsburgh Steelers first, they definitely would have been one and done. But let's go ahead and keep it moving and let's get into this. Um, the second matchup, we do have the Steelers versus the Ravens. Now, this is a divisional matchup, and during the season, both of these teams did split earlier in the season. You had the Steelers beat the Ravens, and then the second time they played, of course, the Ravens totally blew the Steelers out. But after what I seen on Sunday when the Steelers played the Bengals, I'm not gonna lie, I have no faith in them. George Pickens was just looking terrible. He was dropping everything in that game, and I think he was one of the main reasons why the Pittsburgh Steelers did lose that game. And then they couldn't even get anything going on the ground. I definitely have the Ravens covering this one. They have them as a 10-point favorite. So I do have them winning this one. I just think they're very outmatched. I feel like the Ravens has found their stride in these last few games, and they're clicking on both sides of the ball. Offense looks good, defense look good. So I just think the Steelers don't have enough. Now, if George Pickens comes out and play how he played, be that player they need him to be, then maybe they'll have a chance. But I'm taking the Ravens in this one. I think, like I said, it's really not going to be a contest. Now, I will say most teams who play each other twice a year, they kind of have their number, but I just feel like the Ravens have just kind of like found their stride. And Lamar Jackson got something to prove this year. Every year he's hearing it like, "Oh, you the MVP," but you can't get to the next level. Now with them having Derrick Henry, they should get to the next level. So I am taking the Ravens to cover the spread. So if you're making a ticket, take them on the spread. I'm taking the Ravens in this game. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this next matchup. And I don't know why my thing is cutting off all my the graphics, but of course, we have the Broncos versus the Bills. The Bills are the favorites at 8.5. I will say both sides have a really good defense. And Bo Nix, I'm not gonna lie to you, he has had a magical season as a rookie, but sometimes all good things may come to an end. And I think this is gonna be his end. Now I will say Josh Allen, he looked terrible against the Patriots, but he did try to bounce back in that last game that they had. I thought he was going to go out there, make the MVP case because he was an MVP talks. Everybody saying, oh, Josh Allen, he the MVP, and then he went out there and laid the egg against the Patriots. But at the end of the day, I still think the Buffalo Bills are the better team. Now, I do think the Broncos will keep this game very, very competitive because they do have a really good defense. I think in that first half, they keep it competitive, but I think the second half, the Bills run away with this one. I'm not gonna say I don't know if they're gonna cover the 8.5. I don't know. I'm thinking they're gonna run away. I want to say they're gonna run away. You know what? Let me not contradict myself. They should be able to cover the spread, but you just never know. Like I said, this Broncos defense has been playing very, very inspired with this rookie. But like I said, I'm still gonna take the Bills to win. Now, if I'm betting, I don't know if I would take the spread. I would probably take more of the over under. And I don't know what the over under is. Let me see. Um, the over under is 46.5. Hmm. I think I would take the under on this. Honestly, I don't see Denver putting up that many points. I mean, Bo Nix is cold, but I think I would take the under in this game if I am going to be a betting woman on this one. I'll probably take the under. So if you want to do a bet, take the under on this one. Like I said, I'm not sure. I'm saying they might run away with it in the second half, but you just never know sometimes. Like I said, Josh Allen was supposed to go out there and blow out the Patriots, but with them, you just don't know. But I do absolutely having them. I do absolutely have them winning this game, point blank. Period. But let's go ahead and keep it moving. We're gonna get into the next matchup. And I don't know what my thing is just cutting off everybody, these graphics. But we do have the Green Bay Packers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are a favorite at home by 4.5. But I can see this game being on upset alert. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the upset alert games for me of this wild card weekend. Now, only gonna be an upset alert if Jordan Love plays. Right now, he's questionable. I did check the injury report. He is listed as questionable. I think he has some type of issue going on with his hand. So we'll see. But if Jordan Love play, I'm not gonna lie. I got the Packers being a I got the Eagles being an upset alert. I got the Packers beating this one. I'm beating them. I ain't gonna lie. But that's only if Jordan Love play. If Jordan Love play, I got them in the upset. But if not, I'm gonna take the Eagles on this one. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't seen a game this year by the Eagles that made me be like, hey, they are legitimately a Super Bowl contender. I'm not gonna lie. Like, has Saquon taken this offense to the next level? Absolutely. Saquon has been a dog. People was talking about maybe he should be the MVP of the of the season, but like I said, I haven't really seen much from the Eagles to say, hey, yeah, they are Super Bowl contenders. And it's not me hating, I am a Cowboys fan, but it is what it is. I do watch football, but I just haven't seen much from it. They haven't really played nobody. I think the best team they play, I want to say that it was it the Ravens? I think it might have been either the Ravens or the Bills. I really can't think. I watch a lot of football, but they did end up winning that game, and I was just like, okay. But like I said, they still haven't did enough for me to be like they are the Super Bowl favorites. But like I said, if Jordan Love played this game, I do got them on upset alert. I did see that Jalen Hurts is also questionable. He's been in concussion protocol. So if Kenny Pickett play, like I said, upset alert. I'm gonna say the Green Bay Packers, but if not, I got the Eagles winning this one, and they are at home. So let's go ahead and get into this next game, man. I think this is pretty much gonna be my favorite game of the wild card weekend, man. We got the Bucks versus the Commanders. Now we all know Jaden Daniels is my pick for offensive rookie of the year. He's going against Baker Mayfield. And I ain't gonna lie, Baker Mayfield has had a hell of a season this year. Like Bake been going off. But Vegas do have the Bucks as the 3-point favorite at home. Like I said, this should be a really good game. I think, like I said, I think both quarterbacks had a really good year this year. Jaden Daniels, with 3,500 yards, 3,568 yards, 25 touchdowns, and Baker Mayfield with 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns. So these quarterbacks has been playing their ass off all year. So, like I said, this is gonna probably be my favorite game of the weekend. I think this is gonna be a really, really good game. Also, I think the receivers are evenly matched as well. You got Scary Terry McLaurin with 1,096 yards and 13 touchdowns, and then you got Mike Evans, who just set a record of his 11th season with 1,000 yards. So for this year, he has 1,004 yards and 11 touchdowns. Now, I think defensively, I think both teams are decent. So I can honestly see this game being a shootout easily. Baker Mayfield gonna go out there and give it his all. Like I said, although I do have Jaden Daniels as my offensive rookie of the year, I think Baker Mayfield is gonna take this one. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I like Jaden. We supposed to hate the Commanders because I am a Cowboy fan, but I just like what they did with that organization. I'm gonna give props where props are due. They had a really, really good turnaround from the seasons that they had. They had a really good team this year. But and Baker we trust. I'm gonna go with Baker on this one. Like I said, I feel like Baker has had a really, really good year. So I'm gonna go with the Bucks winning this one at home. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this last matchup. Y'all back. I think we got disconnected. All right, so we do have this last matchup here. We got the Vikings versus the Rams. Now the Vikings are favored at 1.5 on the road, and hopefully they can bounce back after taking that ill to the Lions on Sunday night. Now I will say I'm gonna give the slight edge to the Vikings in this one. I think they have the better receiving core with I'm gonna get a slight edge to the Rams. My bad. I think they have the better receiving core with Puka, Coop, and then of course Kyron Williams, who had a really, really good season this year. I am gonna give the slight edge to them, but I will say I think Justin Jefferson is the best receiver overall. Now, if the Vikings can get Jordan Addison and TJ Hawkinson going early. I can see the Vikings winning, but I am picking the Rams to win this game at home. Like I said, I feel like the Rams have got on a little hot streak these last 5 or 6 games. They really came into contention because we didn't at one point it didn't look like the Rams was even gonna make the playoffs. But like I said, they got hot. They got most of their players back from injury, and they just on a hot streak right now. So I am gonna pick the Rams to win this one, even though they got the Vikings favorite at 1.5. So yeah, if you're taking the Rams, put the Rams on your ticket. That's what I'm taking. I got the Rams winning this one. But that is all of the matchups that we have this weekend. Like I said, I am very, very excited for this NFL weekend. We got a lot of games going on. So if you love football, I will be live probably the whole weekend. I know I am gonna do the Texans versus Ohio State game on Friday. And then I'm going to do the Texans versus the Chargers game on Saturday. Now, I haven't decided which team and which game I'm going to do on Sunday, but I'm pretty sure I will be back here on Sunday. So make sure you turn on that notification bell so you know when I'm on live. Come over. We always, before the game start, we always do our pregame predictions. So come over and join the conversation. But that is my time. That is everything I have. Like I said, I am so happy to be back. You guys will be seeing more of me and my face. I promise to be more consistent this year. Dropping you guys a video every week. Now it's not a lot of things going on, so we can pretty much get back in the groove of doing these videos. And I'm gonna get back to dropping my videos every Thursday. I'm just continue to put some content together what I'm gonna put out. But like I said, if you guys want to follow me, my handles is right here at the top of the page. But get in the comments, tell me what y'all think about this preview. Who do y'all have winning? Who do y'all think is gonna be upset this weekend? I wanna see what y'all talking about in the comments. So get down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on the preview weekend for Wildcard Weekend. But I will see you guys next time. Bye.